what do you think should be next for DDP coming out of beating a welterweight that came up in weight to fight him?
So for DDP, I know going into the fight, he was talking about getting a win. He should get a title fight. You know, he already has the 2 wins over Sean Strickland and all that. But at the same time, there is a number, like I think in my opinion, it's just my humble opinion, I think he's behind 2 guys. I think he's behind Nassourdine Imavov, who's the rightful #1 contender, earned his spot, and Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev lost a split decision to Sean Strickland. Split decision, and then 50-45 DDP not in by a year ago. So I think both those guys are in front of DDP, and he needed to do something spectacular against Kamaru Usman. It was a great fight. He looked great, but I don't think it was enough to really jump the queue. And then on top of it, like, I think you got to beat somebody that at least has a win in the division. Like Kamaru Usman, probably the 2nd greatest welterweight ever. But at middleweight, he hasn't proven anything. And I think when you have a situation where there's a couple different guys that get the title shot, like, you have to do something that makes you stand out from the rest.
Yeah, that's true. It is a weird situation because the champ has beaten both of those already, but he has 2 losses to the dude that's behind those 2 contenders. It's just a really weird situation. But I agree. I don't think that DDP should be fighting for the belt next. I do think it should be Imavov. It's just, you know, UFC politics. I don't know if Imavov's going to get it, even though he definitely deserves it. Definitely deserves it.
I did see, though, that Brandon Allen did call out DDP. So that might be the matchup you could do for DDP. Because I mean, Brendan Allen, you know, ranked very high, so that would make some sense.
Yeah, what is he, number 5, 4 or 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and Brendan has actually rounded out his game quite a bit as far as his striking. So it would be an interesting fight, even though I would favor DDP in that fight as well. But what about the other side of it? What about Usman? He never looked like he was going to win the fight. He did probably win a round, 2 if you're being generous, very generous, but like, he never looked like he belonged at middleweight. But what do you think should be next for that dude?
So just piggybacking off what you just said, like, Kamaru Usman, 2nd greatest welterweight ever, 100% very competitive at middleweight, but I think his greatest strengths at welterweight pretty much go away at middleweight. I mean, he uses his physicality a lot at welterweight, and he just can't really do that at middleweight. And then he really turns into a wrestler that has some limitations trying to get the takedown, just physically, like, his body just isn't what it was 4 or 5 years ago. And then the striking, like, yes, it's gotten better over the years, but Kamaru Usman is never going to get confused of one of the best strikers in any division. Like, is his striking gotten better? Absolutely, but that's not what he does, like, to really, really stand out.
Yeah.
Personally, I think if he goes back to 170, he still is very dangerous, still can compete at the top of the division. 170 right now is probably in the best shape it's ever been in. There's more contenders down there than there probably has ever been in division's history. I don't know if he wants to feel as though he has to beat a few of those guys now, but that's really where he is now. Like, we probably won't see him headline again, maybe ever. I know me and Ola was talking about this. He's probably going to be, you know, like, on the main card for numbered cards, maybe like a featured fight, something like that. But headlining, those days are probably in the review now.
I think that he could headline the right fight night. I think it could be something like this. I mean, as far as, like, making his way back to a championship fight, I think I don't see that happening. But I could see him headlining a fight night if it was against the right opponent. But more than likely, it's going to be kind of the Robert Whittaker treatment, where he just slides down the card. And that's just Chael Sonnen said this a long time ago. Like, you start at the bottom, you start on the prelims, you work your way up to the main card, and eventually you start going right back down. So that's just the way that it is. That's the way it works.
Thanks for watching Crosswalk. Come back next Monday to chop it up.
So please, whatever.